Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. For some reason, my streaming software froze. Okay. And it kicked me out of the live stream. Anyway. Cool. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe my computer didn't have its coffee this morning either. So anyway, I think what you missed, I'm not sure when it cut out, but if you look here on the chart, we had a nice big push up on this 5-minute candle here. Broke above these highs overnight. But we did get a 50% retracement on the next candle. And then we're trying to see what's going on here. Depending on where this candle is. On the 1-hour chart, we got about 12 minutes left to this 1-hour candle here. And this is the thing here. So for me, I'm not going to take a trade here in the next 10 to 12 minutes. I want this 1-hour candle to finish, because what could happen here is this could have just been a simple liquidity grab. And how we're going to push lower, you're going to see this 1-hour candle close in the in the red, in my case in the yellow, and then continue to push down following this downward trend here. So that's my take on this so far, and it looks like that's exactly what's happening, unless we're going to get a bounce off of this support here, which was a resistance. We pushed through it. It might be retesting the support. This is trading, guys, right? You're just making plans. If this, then this. If this, then this. That's all you're doing. And if it doesn't play out, then it doesn't play out. You don't get in. So essentially, if this bounces and continues up, then I can play a long trade here with my stop loss below this level. If this doesn't bounce, which, it looks like we're pushing below the 200-day moving average again, depending on how this closes, then I wait for my rules to set up, which is a break of both the super trend and the 30-day moving average, a close below both of those, and then I will consider a short. And if you look at the 1 hour, this is giving you, if this closes this way in the next 10 minutes, this is a very bearish candle here, especially in the 1 hour chart. You're at the top of a downward trend. You're getting rejected off of that trend. We got rejected off of the super trend indicator here. Your EMA is still pushing down. Your 200-day is still pushing down. We're below both of those. We're still in a bearish environment. But we'll see. You don't make any moves until your rules, whatever your particular rules or setups are, you don't make any moves until those setups occur. And then those setups have to be in a good place also, right? Not every setup is an A+ setup. Maybe you get a C setup. Is it worth the trade? And this is why we wait for candles to close, okay? Because I could have just seen this candle push up and be like, oh, this is a really bullish candle here, and it closed above all of this structure. I'm going to buy in right here. Boom. Meh. Look at, you would have been stopped out. Boom, right there. So the next candle pushed, and it pushed down. It never pushed above the previous candle, continue to push down. You had a 50% retracement. I don't like that. And it closed in that general area. Your next candle pushed back below all of this structure. And now we're continuing down. We have 9 minutes left in this 1 hour candle that you can see over here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Again, I know nobody's watching right now, but if anybody's watching this later, let me know if there's anything I can do to make this the setup on the screen a little bit better for you. So now we're testing, just about testing, the super trend and the 30-day moving. But again, we're so close to this 1 hour candle closing, I'm not making any trades until I see how this candle closes. It's just, it is what it is, because in 30 seconds, that candle can change completely. You're better off waiting. So what I was trying to do before, let's get your opinion on the layouts here that I was messing around with, and hopefully this doesn't freeze and kill the feed again, but I have this one set up here. Let's see. Did it work? Okay. What do you guys think about this? I know the chart here is a little hard to see, probably. Is it too much? Is it whatever? Do y'all not care? Which is fine too. And probably most of you don't care. And then I have this one here, which I can, the 1 hour and 4 hour chart is a little bit bigger for you guys to see. I can probably expand this chart for you a little bit more, because you don't really need to see the stuff that I have over here anyway. I can probably bring that out more. Anyway, give me your opinion. Let me know. Even if it's, you don't give a shit, let me know. All right, once again, about 20 to 30 minutes into market open, we're getting volatility. So, just is what it is. You know, sometimes you get days where the market is undecided. And in an undecided market is not a good place for day traders to trade. If you're a swing trader or whatever, you make your trades, you know, based on your rules and whatever. But for those who day trade, this is a more risky environment, and day trading is already very risky. Now, if you're a scalp trader, this might be a decent environment for you. You know, make your scalp trade off of one of these candles, in and out. Not for me. Day trading is probably one of the riskiest types of trading, and if you choose to scalp trade, it's even more risky. I like risk, but I also like a little bit of certainty, maybe. I don't know. Also, I like trading off the 5-minute chart. Scalp traders are usually off the 1 minute, maybe the 30-second chart. So it's a lot more movement, but you can make your money in minutes, sometimes seconds. So whatever works for you, whatever your tolerance is. I've found that my tolerance is on the 5-minute chart with a little bit more time. Yep. This is day trading. It's pretty boring. But honestly, if you're not bored, you're not doing it right. This will either have to be a very, very patient person, or it will teach you and you learn to be a very patient person in order to day trade. It's all about patience. Patience and discipline. Patience and discipline. If you can master those things, you can trade. But that's why most people fail at trading. It's because they cannot master patience and discipline more than anything else. It's all a mind game. You're trading against yourself, not really anybody else. If you can come to that realization, then you'll be better off and you'll become a profitable trader sooner. Mm-hmm. Let's see what's going on in the world. Yes, yes, yes. See things like this? Fed's hammock says economic strength argued against rate cut. So this is what I'm talking about. Now we have all, not all, but we have other Fed members coming out and doing their talks and whatever, and they're, again, talking about pausing cuts and this and that. And, for a while now, we've been getting data that has been saying we should not be as high as we are with our interest rates. And here's the thing. I don't think the Fed has ever in history been timely with their decisions, because they're always depending on lagging factors. So are we going to hold out for too long again, and then something breaks, and then we end up going into a recession because of it? This is where the Fed should be, I don't know, a little bit more forward looking. Maybe. All right, we got data that comes out here. Michigan. So the 5-year inflation expectation is it's slightly lower than expected. Consumer expectations a little higher. Consumer sentiments exactly where we expected, but it's higher than the prior. So this is the kind of trading environment that used to get me into trouble. Still does sometimes, right? Where you get this little bit of volatility. It's not really picking a direction. You have to understand that, right? You have to be able to look at this chart and say there is no direction here yet. Even though, we're getting some bullish signals, but we're also getting some bearish signals. We're getting some bullish candles, but then we retrace them almost immediately. This is not any kind of good setup here. It doesn't really matter what your trading strategy is. This is not a good setup. It's back and forth. This is what we call sideways trading. And sideways trading is not trading for a day trader. Again, unless you're a scalper, which is super risky, you could make some plays off of this, but you got to manage your risk. So I'll hang out here for another 15 minutes ish, unless something really starts to happen, and I'll hang out a little longer. But for anybody that may be watching this video later, let me know your opinion on the times too. 9:15 to 10:15 ish, 45 minutes to an hour. I'll try to be live for big news events and stuff like that as well. Give me your opinion. Let me know what you think. Is it too long? Should it be longer? I'm also going to be working on a free guide to beginner day traders. I'll be working on that over the weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to get that out next week, maybe by Monday. It's going to be free. Set up a link you guys can click on and get that. It's going to be an emphasis in there on paper trading, especially for those of you that are just starting out. That's where you should be. You should not be putting any money into the markets unless you have been paper trading and have been consistent with your paper trading. Then and only then do you go into the markets with real money, because it's different. There's no emotion involved with paper trading. There's emotion involved with real money. And it should be a very small amount. Money that you can lose and not care. But I'm going to be working on that over the weekend. Hopefully I'll have a link set up by Monday. If not, hopefully next week sometime. We'll get that out to you guys. Free guide for beginner traders. So here we go, about to make new highs in the day. Okay, so this looks okay here. This looks a little bit more promising. Actually, if you look on the 1 hour chart here, we actually broke this structure here. So what I'd like to see now is how this push goes, and then I'll need a little retracement to get in, because we still have the 30-day moving average here on the 1 hour chart that we're heading for. Could get a rejection off of that. Still a downtrend. On the 1 hour, right? And I just use these charts, the 1 hour and the 4 hour, as a bias, right? It's not confirmation for me. I trade the 5-minute chart because I'm a day trader. Most of my decision is made off of what the 5-minute chart is showing me. But I trade with trends, not against them. At least I try to. So I'd be more likely to try to get into a short because this is a downtrend than I would a long, unless I see a reversal happening. But with reversals, I need confirmation. Let's actually see what we look like on the 4 hour here. Yeah, see the 4 hour, we're still not. We wicked above here so far, but that doesn't mean anything. Right? We can still, even if this 1 hour or this, oh, so we closed here. Yeah, maybe. We had a little bit of a jump here. Like that. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. See what how this plays out. I'm not gonna sit here forever. Yeah, we'll see. This could just be another day that you don't take a trade, you know? Or if you're gonna take a trade, and I'm not condoning this, right? Don't take trades just to trade. But if you have a B setup or an A setup, it's not an A++ setup, just go real small with your risk, right? Like, don't chase a big win today. It's not gonna happen. If you want to make a little something and you have a setup, your rules are playing out. I'm not telling you to go outside of your rules. Fine, but risk less than what you would normally risk, especially at this point, you know? Oh. Yeah, past 2 days have just been crappy. That's because Jerome Powell broke the market on Wednesday. He basically said, nope, you guys are running too much. I believe that they do that. The market has been running since Trump got reelected. And I feel like they come out and purposely, even all the other Fed members now are purposely talking hawkish crap to bring the markets back down a little bit, give them a little bit of a rebalance. It's all a mind game. It's all it is. Imagine that. To be the guy that has the power to speak a few words and move markets. Oh, yeah. I don't know. So this is the thing here, right? You look at this 5-minute candle here and you're like, okay, I like that. I like this one. This one is nice too. And then you get this big push, right? This is a nice setup, these 3 candles here for a long play. And then you get this candle, which speaks the opposite. And now you have this candle. It's giving a decent push, but it was slow to start. And you had this retracement here. I guess we came back to this structure. We just took back this area here. And now we're pushing up. I mean, maybe it could be something. I'm being super picky with my trades right now. I'm in a challenge for a funded account. I'm in the green, and I just don't want to. It's just not worth taking an L on a setup that isn't great. You know, if I took an L on an A+ setup, I could be okay with that, right? I followed my rules, A+ setup. Market's going to do what the market's going to do, right? But on setups that just aren't that great, I don't think it's worth taking the L. Again, tomorrow's another day. Or I should say Monday's another day. What's the calendar for next week? Christmas and such. All right, Wednesday. Looks like markets are closed. That makes sense. But that's it, right? Let's see what the schedule is for next week. Okay. Holidays and trading hours. Let's see. This is stupid. Doesn't tell me anything. Okay, Wednesday, Christmas holiday. We got nothing on Wednesday, no trading. Looks like Monday, Tuesday, still trading. And then Thursday, Friday. So, oh, look at that. We get, what? That's last week. Okay. Okay, so early close on the eve, Christmas Eve, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Closed on Christmas Day. Closed on New Year's. Okay, so we got early close, Christmas Eve, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and then close on Christmas Day. All right, so we still got plenty of trading next week, right? There's no reason to chase any trades. None whatsoever. I mean, there's never a reason to chase trades. Let's just say that. Never a reason to chase trades. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is a decent push and close above the structure prior to. If you were going to take a trade here, depending on what your setups are, I would wait, number one, for this candle to close. I'd like to see a retracement at least back to this level here. This might be a buy-in, but really you're looking to put a stop loss like below here. So risk little, give yourself room with your stop, let it play out, and then you can gradually move your stop up. Always look left too, right? So this is a thing, and this is where I got caught a lot of times too. I'd place a trade and then I'd look left. Really get into the habit of looking left. If you're thinking about getting into a trade, look left, right? So I'm looking at this setup here, and then I look left, and look where we're at. It's not a big resistance, but it's a resistance, right? And it's a resistance that we pushed through pretty strongly here, came back, retested, got rejected, and we continue down lower, right? So that's where we're at right now. This is a level that it may or may not get rejected from. Even on the 1 hour chart, you can see that here. Boom. Right there. And the 1 hour chart, we're just reaching the 30-day moving average. This may be a place where we end up turning around instead of continuing to move. So again, not a good setup. It's just not. It's too risky here. Sentiment is down. Downward trend. It's not giving you a great entry point as far as placing a stop loss, which means your risk to reward ratio is way off, because where are you going to go afterwards, right? You got this next level here, but you're placing a stop. It's like a 1-to-1, maybe, but you have a lot of structure here. You have a lot of trading zones here that you may not break through. So the risk to reward is not worth it for me in this setup here. It's not worth it. I would rather find a short here, because your risk to reward is better the opposite way, right? Because essentially you're looking to fall back down to lows of the day, which is down here. So if you take a trade here and you place your stop, somewhere above the resistance here, now you have a really nice like 4-to-1 setup here. It's just risk to reward. You have to be playing that all the time in your head. You have to be looking left to confirm this and that. It's just not worth to go long right now, in my opinion. And this is just my opinion. Don't copy me. I would rather find a setup to go short here. So anyway, no trades so far today. I know it's kind of boring, but it is what it is. And, I come on here and go live to explain this stuff to you guys so that you can see what day trading is actually like, not just from the shorts and stuff that you see on there. This is it. It's playing risk to reward in your head, constantly looking at setups, looking back to see where you're at, support, resistances, this and that. It's a constant playing out these rules and strategies in your head in order to place the right trades, right? Because if you're just placing trades based off of one or two things, right, you're going to end up hitting your stop losses more often than not, and you're just going to end up draining your account. If you wait for the right setups, you will make more money than you will lose, even though it may seem like you're not taking as many trades, and which would be true, but less trades that are winners will make you way more money than more trades that are losers. So trade less. Less is more. Less is more in trading, with everything, with your charts, with indicators, with all the things. Less is more. Keep your charts clean, and keep your mind clear, and play out the situations in your head and ask yourself, is it worth it? Is the risk to reward worth taking this trade that I'm thinking about taking? And if it's not, don't do it. So anyway, thanks for watching. For those of you that might watch later, nobody here now, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Have a good weekend, everyone.